Hello, today is May 12th, 2022. Let's start with our disclaimer, go over yesterday's calls, and then make a major prediction. This is my trading plan for tomorrow. It's May 13th. Remember, I can be wrong. All trades should be at your own risk. A lot of people have been ordering my webinar, but they don't give me their email address. Sometimes I can find it on PayPal. Sometimes I have trouble. Please, if you're going to order it, give me your email address, my email address, so I don't have to look it up. We were looking today for the pattern with the early low, which we got. Tomorrow should have the early high. We thought we were close to a bottom yesterday. We said yesterday's pattern was negative, and we should see lower prices unless we gapped and promptly overtook this high. Well, obviously we didn't gap and promptly overtake that high, so we did see the lower prices. And this is just a reminder of what we said. We gapped down, hit a lower low, closed over all the lows. It's a positive pattern. We should see higher prices tomorrow unless we gap and promptly undercut this low. I don't think that's going to happen because we have a number of elements all arguing for a strong rally starting from right here. During the day, MEJT gave an ultimate sell signal along with a regular sell signal. Those have already played out. This is the weekly chart. You'll notice we're now trading under the lower Bollinger Band. If you look back for years, that doesn't happen very often. It doesn't stay below that band very long. There was a few times we did it, and anyone who bought under that band got rewarded pretty quickly. This was the COVID crash. It actually stayed under it 3 weeks, but if you could grit your teeth and stick with it, you got rewarded in spades. And if you go back, here you're back in the Christmas 2018 crash, I mean, you might have had to put up with a little aggravation, but look at the returns. So that's a sign of a market that's markedly oversold. Here's the daily chart. Look where we stopped, right at this purple line. That purple line is a TDST line from way back last spring. And that's support. But it gets better than that. We now have bar 13 of a Demark sequential buy signal. Now, his signals haven't been very good in calling tops, but in calling bottoms, they've been quite good. And I think he's right this time. Now remember, this calls the area of a bottom. It doesn't have to be the exact low. And if you're going to have a huge rally, you want to overtake this line within 3 days, so that's not going to happen. But there is the buy signal at a low where you have support, and I think the odds now favor a rally. We've been looking for a volume spike. We've had it for a long time. This was about as high as we've had. Frankly, at a major low, I would anticipate more of a spike than this, but I think it's long enough and high enough to call a low right in this area. Well, we have to get rid of this old target, 3909.32. We undercut it by too much. The next target I was talking about was around 3,000, and I think before the decline's over, we're going to stop somewhere in that area. That doesn't mean we have to go there in a straight line and doesn't preclude rallying first. First, we have to find some way to count this decline as complete. Well, we had A here and B here, and that doesn't work. Let's forget these red A's and B's. Let's put A here and B here. Then this would be an ABC, and A would be 78.6% of C. Let's go deeper. This has an A here and a B here. Here's wave C, gray C. And gray A have a good fib relationship. Let's look at the A, B, C of gray C. If that's red C, red A is right at 61.8%. Now let's look at the A, B, C of red C. If A is 100%, C is right at 78.6. So you've got wave imbalance on multiple time frames right at today's low, which also is a Demark buy signal, which also is trading under the weekly Bollinger Band. We also have rejection of the lows, and tomorrow is F22, Carol Ann's call for a possible panic low. Now it comes with a 3-day tolerance, so the panic low could have been today. I was always suspicious of the break below this Gann fan line. We did return to the line, but as I've been saying, I think it's a false break. If you measure from this low to this low at 1,667 points, and that is a Gann number. So everybody's in agreement with this. Friday's pattern has the early high. We could gap down. Typically it's a rally day with a high in the final hour. Failure is a straight line drop. There's wave balance at today's low and tomorrow's at Carol Ann's spiral calendar date. New highs, less new lows, undercut the negative 1,000 level. That's seen at bottoms. These things make today credible as a low if we continue higher. I mean, if we gap down and undercut this low, then it's wrong, but they have a lot of stuff going for it. We have a Demark sequential buy signal on the daily chart. These signals have been disappointing in calling tops, but they've maintained a good track record in calling bottoms. We gapped down, hit a lower low, closed over the intraday lows, unless vitiated by gapping and promptly undercutting today's low. We should see higher prices tomorrow regardless of how we close. Today is a strong candidate for the end of this decline. Now remember, there is a tolerance on Demark's sequential buy. It marks the area of a low, not always the exact low. There's a tolerance on Carol Ann's calendar date, spiral calendar date. It has a 3-day tolerance, and nothing is perfect in this world. But when it comes to a confluence of different indicators all coming together at the right price and the right time, it just doesn't get better than this. Now all you need to do is to keep going up. You undercut this, the idea fails, and not every idea works. But you have a lot of things going for today as a major bottom, followed by a rally which should last quite some time and be strong. and all you need is confirmation, which you won't know about until tomorrow. But if this is as positive as I think it is, and tomorrow's a day which usually is a rally day with a close in the final hour, this could be the start of something really major on the upside. And that's today's call.